Hey everyone, so today I wanted to do a face of makeup that had a fresh, light base, but I'm currently dealing with this. It is a combination of hormonally induced, stress-induced acne. Pretty sure this guy right here on my chin is from wearing a mask and like sweating under it while wearing makeup. So the goal of this look today is going to figure out what product combination I can wear that will even out my skin tone, reduce the redness, give me a little bit of coverage, but still keeping me feeling like I have like fresh, glowy, summer kind of skin. So let's give it a shot and see where we end up. The first thing I'm going to do is take a moisturizer. What I happen to have sitting up here is my Pixie Rose Ceramide Cream. I haven't used this a ton. They sent it to me a few weeks back, and I've been keeping it up here in this makeup area as opposed to the bathroom where I normally do my skincare, just because in instances like these where my skin might not be as hydrated as I want it, and I just need to throw it on under my makeup. It has a very soft rose scent. It's not overwhelming, but it's definitely scented, and it's pretty thin, so I have used it under makeup and it's performed pretty well. I am maybe counterintuitively putting this in my T-zone area, but I find that helps me produce less oil and shine throughout the day, and especially right now because I have these breakouts in my chin area and some of them are open and active, and I'm trying to dry it out with my nighttime treatments. They're a little bit crusty, so a moisturizer, any moisturizer that you like, will help take some of that texture away so that any makeup you apply on top will lay more evenly. Now, the next thing I'm going in with does have a little bit of moisture. It is the Supergoop Glow Screen SPF 40, and this is primarily an SPF, but it does have a hint of tint to it and mostly some major glow. So naturally, it has a little bit of hydration in there, but because it has glow, what I have found is that sometimes that texture, that shimmer, can get caught up unevenly in these parts of my face where I have a little bit of that dryness or flakiness, things like that. So I do, even though I'm using this all over my face, I still, even before that, like to go in with a moisturizer just to make sure that the shimmer and pigment in this guy still lays evenly over those areas. I will say I picked this up, one of the few things I got in the recent Sephora VIB sale, and so I haven't used it a ton, but it is something that's actually gotten me excited about wearing my SPF every day because look at how beautiful and glowy it makes your skin. Even though this is typically a product I in the past might have felt uncomfortable wearing because I have this texture here, around areas where I have like larger pores, it just smooths them out, gives me a glow, evens out my skin tone a little bit. And so today I'm going for a no foundation sort of look, just using this concealer and maybe some color corrector because so beautiful. Okay, speaking of color corrector, that's what I'm going to do next. I have the Wet n Wild Coverall Color Correcting Palette, and I'm going to go in with a little pencil brush from Real Techniques. This is actually called the Lip Smudge Brush, but it has a nice little domed edge that I find is really nice for going in and doing some pinpoint correction in these red areas. And the key to this is not to go heavy on the green. What I like to do, because it has kind of a pencil tip, is I'll put it right exactly where the redness is and I'll kind of swirl it around to help buff it out. And then I might go in with a finger and just pat, pat, pat so it helps diminish the green, because I don't want to leaving looking ultra green, because rather than canceling out the redness, it will just make anything look green underneath the concealer that I'm going to go in with. And I do have a little bit of redness in my cheek area, but because I'm going to be applying blush up there anyway after this, I'm not going to bother canceling that out. I'm going to lean into it when I apply my blush. So there is my color corrector applied. And now I'm going to go in with concealer. This is my Maybelline Instant Age Rewind, and something I typically don't love about this is how easily it shears out. But it's actually because it does that today, because I'm not looking for a ton of extra coverage, that is why I'm going to use it here, not just around my face, over these places where I've now color corrected, but also in my under eye area, just a teensy bit here too. And actually, as I think about things that trigger breakouts, I probably should remove the sponge tip of this, because one of the other reasons why I haven't historically loved the idea of this guy is because this sponge tip to me just screams petri dish, you know what I mean? Now, to tone down the shininess in my under eye area a little bit, as well as make sure that the touch-ups I've done on my breakouts on my chin stay in place, I'm just gonna go in and powder them a little bit. This is the Catrice Prime and Fine Luminizing Powder in Waterproof. And I'm just gonna pat that like literally only over these little patches that I've done on my chin, not going too heavy at all. That's also gonna help if you're going out and wearing a mask, setting your mouth area in general. I mean, that's where I find my makeup wears away the most, is around the mouth area, and then just a teensy little bit in my under eye area. And in hindsight, as I'm looking at my under eye area, I have a little bit of baggage going on, and so what I probably could have and should have done was go in with the lavender here and mix it with a little bit of white to help brighten that up under my concealer, but next, we'll get it on the next go round. Now let's do blush. I've been loving cream blush, and especially over a finish like this, I don't want to mattify it at all, so I'm going to go in with something dewy. This is the MAC Glow Play Blush in the shade Grand, and I'm going to take a Real Techniques buffing brush and just start patting that all over. I mean, not all over, but you know what I mean. Tops, apples of my cheeks, working it on the way back to my hairline as well as over the bridge of my nose. Now, just to do my brows real quick, I'm going in with Anastasia's Dip Brow Gel in the shade Medium Brown, being kind of careful because this is so pigmented that if you get it in the surrounding brow hairs, it can look a little crazy depending on how far out your brow hairs go. And now I'm going to do a teensy bit of eyeliner, just a little bit to define my upper lash line and my inner corner. Everybody in their fox eye trend has me lining this inner corner now and like trying to make it more pronounced. I don't think I pull it off like some people do, but you know, it's something different. I like it. So I'm just running that along my upper lash line, and then, a little trick from the last video I uploaded, taking a sponge tip, just the edge of that, just to blend it out and wing it out a teensy little bit. And then last for lashes, I'm going in with the L'Oreal Bambi Eye Mascara. They sent this to me quite a while back, but I still had my Voluminous Lash Paradise that I've been using and just repurchasing like crazy. So it's taken me a while to try this, but oh man, the first time I did, I kind of fell in love. I really wish I'd tried it sooner because I think it does a better job at volumizing at the base, but still keeping lashes looking very distinct, and more importantly, over the Voluminous Lash Paradise, is curled. I think this does a little bit of a better job at curling your lashes too, in case, which is not something I typically look for in a mascara. My main thing that I look for in a mascara is volumizing, but if you're looking for some curl, I feel like this gives you a lot of curl. So lashes are done. Now let's move on to last, which are lips. I want to try two different things. First, I'm going to go in with the same blush that I was using, this Grand in the Glow Play blush from MAC. Just want to dab that on my lips a little bit and see how that matchy look goes. And I like it. It's a nice monochromatic sort of look, but I do think I want to go maybe a little bit bolder because with skin this fresh, I really love like a bold lip. So I think I'm going to try a red lip. So just going to leave on what I have on. This is the Maybelline Superstay Ink Crayon in the shade Hustle in Heels. It is a bricky, would we say it's bricky? I don't know, let's see. Yeah, I would say that's bricky. I would say that is a warmer, maybe orange kind of bricky red. And that is it for this look. I would say this is a mission accomplished. I get fresh, glowy, dewy skin, foundation free, and yet I'm still covering up the problem areas that I was wanting to. So let me know what you guys think. I hope this tutorial was useful. Let me know it in the comments below. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye guys.